Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist here. Well, what do you think this is? Little round objects, they're kind of coated white on the outside. They have a very distinct, almost sourish kind of smell. Um, Try some here. I like them actually. Now, this has, to me, kind of like blue cheese kind of flavor. Blue cheese, fermented kind of flavor. Well, this is fermented, natto fermented soybeans, and you can get them as black beans and all kinds of different beans. And they are a superfood and amazingly healthy. I mean, it goes beyond understanding. I mean, this is one of the things that is a super roto-rooter for your heart, and full of nattokinase, which really opens up the blood vessels and the coronaries. Really amazing. And in Japan, they eat a ton of this stuff. They really do. I have to say, if you make it at home, it'll run you out of the house. There's no doubt about it. You'll actually run out that house and come back another day. It's pretty odorific. There's no doubt about that. It's a superfood. They make it from black beans also, adzuki beans, kidney beans, even sunflower seeds, and it's pretty amazing. It's really great stuff. Yeah, but if you buy it in the dried form like this, it it really smells good. It's kind of like cheese. It really is. And this is the way I buy it. And I'm not going to make it at home. And it has 100 times of any amount of vitamin K compared to anything else. 100 times more vitamin K, which is actually by the Magean Foundation was found out, and that is really powerful stuff. I mean, this helps to prevent osteoporosis and helps to prevent strokes completely. And so osteoporosis is a big deal. We have a lot of aging people who have osteoporosis, and just eating this, you don't see osteoporosis, you don't see that many strokes in Japan. People age pretty gracefully over there because they eat a lot of natto beans. And it was also prevents by Dr. Weston Price. They showed to prevent arterial calcification. So prevent those arteries from calcifying and clogging up and ending up with a heart attack. So, wow, what can you ask for more? It also prevents age-related neurological degeneration. And, normally we start to forget things, we can't get around as well, we just don't do as well as we get older. Not so if you eat your natto. Yes, that kind of rhymes. I like it. Also prevents kidney stones, improves digestion. And if you have digestion problems, you might want to eat some natto beans every day. I'm going to have a couple more, to tell you the truth. Really good. That's the only way I'll buy them. They're a little expensive. You get them on Amazon, eBay, and that type of thing, but a little goes a long ways, and you're going to have, a teaspoon or so every day. Really good. If you buy the fresh ones, they're just sticky, gloppy looking thing that smells terrible and kind of looks like Klingon food. Give me the gawk. It's not my thing, but I love the dried ones. Also, it strengthens our immune system. It really is good because it has a lot of bacteria in it, and especially bacillus. And so it boosts up our probiotics, which is a wonderful thing, and it keeps our immune system really going well. And it helps with preventing cancer. Vitamin K is a really important thing for all kinds of stuff. In fact, helping lower the risk of liver cancer, prostate cancer, digestive cancer, breast cancer, just about any kind of cancer that you can think of. It's going to be helped to be prevented by eating some dried natto beans. I'm going to say dried because maybe you will like the fresh ones, but it's not my thing. It helps you to lose weight. Uh, has a lot of probiotics in it, a lot of fiber, and helps people to optimize their weight in general. It's, like I said, a probiotic-rich food. Helps to reduce stress, improve memory, helps with anxiety, depression, also autism and OCD or obsessive compulsive disorder too. So if you suffer from one of these, I think it all has to do with going back to the probiotics that we have. And if you eat lots and lots of probiotic bacteria every day, some of these things will never touch you. Also, it helps with uh, Alzheimer's too, so I think that is related in there some way. Also, it has vitamin PQQ, which helps to give us great-looking skin, and this is derived mostly from our diet. And one thing about these beans, beans in general give people gas. These beans don't, and these are soybeans, and they're non-GMO, and it's broken down by the bacteria. It becomes something totally different once it's broken down by all the bacteria, and it becomes something wonderful. And so it's not the same thing at all. And there's no gas, no GI distress, and like I said, it's a rotor-rooter for the heart. And if you can get capsules of nattokinase and take those, like one bottle yearly, and that will work also. Or you can eat these wonderful beans. And the black beans just look like a black beans with this little white powder on the outside, which is the bacteria. And they taste about the same also. Also, it helps with preventing uh, B vitamin deficiency because they have a lot of B vitamins in them. Helps prevent cancer. It helps to prevent endometriosis. A lot of women have endometriosis, really hard on them. Also, it's good for infertility, boosting up your immune system, helps with the infertility, helps with pain and muscle spasms, a whole lot of things. Also, fibromyalgia. So if you have one of those uh, processes going on, including fibroids, and fibroids are very difficult because this contains a lot of, like I said, nattokinase, and the nattokinase helps to break down the fibrin in the body, which is the bad fibrin, which is built up. And so you want to make sure that you um, get that nattokinase into your body one way or another. It's made by taking the beans, the whole beans, and black beans, and you steam or boil them, and I'll go into that a little later. And then adding the bacteria Bacillus subtilis to the mixture, and then it's fermented for a long time. It has a lot of great protein, up to 31% protein. 31 grams of protein per, I think it was cup. A huge amount of magnesium, manganese, 134% of our daily needs. Iron, 84%. Man, bioavailable iron. Everybody's asking about bioavailable iron. Well, this is where you can get your bioavailable iron. And especially if you're a vegan like me or a vegetarian, you're going to get a lot more minerals and vitamins and all the different trace minerals than you would ever get from meat. Absolutely. A lot of copper, 58% of your daily needs. Magnesium, 50%. Calcium, 38%. So if you are lacking in calcium, this will help greatly. Potassium, 36%. Zinc, 35%. Now, zinc helps to boost up your immune system also. Also, lots of phosphorus for strong bones, selenium for boosting up your immune system. Like I said, the copper and iron for preventing anemia, and magnesium and manganese for enzyme reactions also. Uh, I can't say enough about boosting up your probiotics in your gut. This is our immune system, and that's very, very important. And it also helps with depression and anxiety and all these different things. If people don't eat right, they end up with lots of this syndrome that happens, that the whole body reacts accordingly. The natto beans also have vitamin K, 51%, which is like I've talked about already. Vitamin C, 38%, which is a powerful antioxidant. Lots of B vitamins and uh, amazing amount, like I said, of calcium. You're not going to get that much calcium from a lot of different things, unless you're going to eat a lot of dairy products, which I don't recommend. They're directly related to causing prostate disease. Also works well for treating GI tract conditions. And so if you have something going on, maybe you have diverticulitis, maybe you have IBS, maybe you have colitis, maybe try taking some of these. It will make a huge difference. In fact, my brother-in-law, he's had diverticulitis. I'm going to turn him on to these. I don't know if he'll get back past the smell, but we'll see what happens. And also, if you have a lot of allergic reactions and problems, this stuff helps the immune system calm down a little bit. Helps to fight cancer. I mean, if you get our immune system boosted up, we fight off our own cancers, and you know, a good, healthy immune system will fight off 100 cancers every day. Also, uh, increasing immune reactions of the intestinal cells. So it's actually fights off things at the intestinal wall first when things come in. So that's pretty amazing. It's a great body detoxing agent, and for the body in general and for the blood. Like I said, it helps with Alzheimer's. And so if you have somebody that has Alzheimer's or moving in that direction, I would get them on some Natto Fermented Beans. Um, Suppresses immune over the top type of immune reaction. If you have an autoimmune disease going on, you want to really get them on some natto beans. How to make this stuff? I mean, this is quite a process. You want to dedicate a room to your in your house to doing it. Really, you have to wash the beans, the soybeans, and place them in a pot. And these soybeans are fermented, like just about all soy products are fermented, and that's what we need to eat. Uh, Pour fresh water over the beans, and they fully are covered, and soak for about 12 hours, and 3 parts water to 1 part bean, and then drain the beans, add fresh water, and boil them for about 9 hours or 45 minutes in a pressure cooker until they get really soft. And then you place them in a sterilized dish, add your beans, and followed by, you have some natto starter, and you pour that natto starter little flakes over the top. It's actually a powder over the top of that, and mix it in, and ferment it for about 24 hours at 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you have to wait anywhere from about 24 hours before you can start to eat the stuff, but it's actually best if you wait about 96 hours, and then it really has a full ferment going. Like I said, it's pretty odoriferous, so if you have a lot of olfactory senses going on and you're really sensitive to things, you don't want to be around this. This is kind of like stinky tofu, really difficult. Um, there's some things that we are not grown up with, and so it's a hard thing for us to get down. I like durian fruit though, and a lot of people don't like it. It's kind of like the Limburger, you know, have to hold your nose to eat it. Well, fresh, you know, natto is kind of that way also. But there's a huge amount of studies about natto kinase and the great qualities it has, not only in Japan, but the studies done in the United States also. But I could go on for hours talking about the different studies that are done. So if you really want to do yourself some good, I highly recommend that you eat some, well, for me, dried natto fermented beans. It could be the soybeans, or it could be, which is probably the best, and also the black beans. And you can find those on. I've seen them on Amazon and eBay both. I haven't found adzuki beans or the sunflower seeds, but they're out there if you can find them in the right place. Or you can have your local health food store order them for you, and that is possible too. Or ask the neighbor to grow it for you. So if you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of me, and I hope you will subscribe. And you know, all my contact information is down below. And please get a hold of me. My phone number is there, my email address is there, my Skype address is there, and I'm always here to help you in any way, shape, or form. And all my consults are free. So I would love to help you. And also if it's a spiritual consult also. And if you really care to make a donation, I really, really, really appreciate that. So have a wonderful, wonderful day. And always remember, I love you.